Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. Last time we were helping Sidarius find the ancient relic that was out in the Plains of Bones, and we fought a bunch of undead and some of his old buddies from the Order of Knights. And now we're heading westward to Larnak, and there's like a bone thing out here. And I don't think I have enough supplies to go, like, searching for it, so we're just gonna try and run into it randomly. And if it doesn't happen, we'll come back later. We will rest. And I don't think I have anything that I could give... Oh, hey! I was gonna say, I don't think I have anything... Wow, it's right at the edge of the range. I hate it. I understand why they do this, but I hate it when I'm like... It's all the way over here, because I always like to go to the middle and then try to search outward, but anyway. I don't know if we have enough supplies to trade with the ogres at the Forsaken Colony, but we can at least pass through there on our way to Larnak. You find the bone pole with the colors of the Order of Necromancers on it. It should mark the special skeleton you are to transport back to the... Oh, I heard a different way to pronounce this. It's Yoshin? Like you think, you know, Julius Caesar? Apparently back in the day it was spelled with an I, and it was supposed to be pronounced Julius. So I think this is supposed to be Yoshin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct. So I'm going to try to say it that way now, and oops if it's wrong. Anyway, although this is the Plains of Bones and there are dozens of skeletons around it, it is pretty easy to find the one you are looking for. It's almost a complete manticore with a huge nail-like protrusions jutting out of its spine and skull. Whoa! It is a wonder it survived and grew to this size. Now you have to pack it up. It is lucky that you have a good understanding of the basic structure of monsters. Yeah. The pieces of the strange creature are stowed away securely in a cart. The old necromancer will be happy. Well, that was easy. Okay, well, we're not going to go back there right now. We don't have enough food for that. Ghouls! That's a lot of ghouls. We must fight the ghouls. We will do a barricade. Activate. We don't... Oh, we actually do have a bunch of dudes mounted. All right. Let's go for 20. 84 and 12. Did that go well? They took some of my people. Get them. We killed them, and we lost some fighters and Gorgoro, but overall not too bad. Was the first one a fail? No, 2 succeeds. The game is punishing. Hey, we got our horses back. And Gorgoro, thank you. Oh, so in the new layout with all of my crew, Sidarius is like off screen, so I can never see if he's been wounded or not. Oh, they took a horse, a slave, 2 supplies, killed 2 of my fighters, and wounded Sidarius. But we got 4 bones, so that's something. To get to this colony, I think we have to go a little further north. But I think it might be better to go this way. So let's rest up. Ghouls are no joke. They're like the thing you have to fight to figure out where the wind is coming from. Like the whole reason you're exploring in the first place. Hey, we can reach the colony. We have 7 days of food left. How far is Larnak from here? 5 days. Okay, so we can afford to give away 2 days worth of food if need be. What they need? Or how do I trade with them? This one? Ah, here we go. We could give them 200 supplies for 2 piles of scrap. Sure. Can I ask you? Ah, man. We could do it one more time. Although I think... Okay. I see. These ones are the ones down here that have a time limit. Alright, one more time. Tell me about your town. Rats! You have 7 rats. Okay, we need 2 more Oh, and now we dropped down to 4 days. What the heck? All right, farewell. Oh, I can't leave. Rats. What a mistake I've made. All right, don't send our people out. We might have to do some forced marching here to get to Larnak before we run out of supplies. Also, we should probably drop down to 50% of rations. Oh, man. Of all the times for the wind to come after me. And then we should push down to 50% rations. So let's do that. We need to stretch our food. And then northeast. Or northwest, sorry. Always been bad with a compass. Alright, at 50, we're still doing fine. And I can see Larnak on the horizon. I should have gone this way. Oh well. They're hungry now. It's okay, guys. One more day. Actually, we could go back to 100% now. There we go. We actually got to Larnak with a day to spare. Weather the storm. Get me in here. I've had a rough go of it out there. Smuggle in the illicit goods. Show them my trade license. What are the illicit goods I'm carrying? Oh, a crap ton of obsidian blades. There. Oh, that's funny. Alright, sell all these bones. Right? Let's just make sure I'm not calling bones for somebody. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. I did fight a bunch of undead, so it's not super surprising to have a bunch of bones with me. Alright, so let's have all these guys dismount and see how our cargo's doing. Alright, we're pretty short on cargo. We want to get a few more fighters. And we'll probably need some more slaves once we get the beasts. But let's see what we're doing from a Gorgoro quest perspective. I think we're supposed to, or not Gorgoro, Sidarius. I think we're supposed to go talk to the book guy. Yeah, Noonday Reader in Larnak's Fields District. Okay. The Fields? The Noonday Reader. Ask Xandros about the collector's copies of the writings of Armoros. Could give him some arcane texts. Order a book. Look what rare books he has to sell. Xandros listens to the story of the librarian priests in Torzag shelters, sending you to him in order to find the buyer of the transcript of Armoros's writings. You expect the bookstore proprietor to ask for a bribe or send you on some elaborate task in return for the knowledge, but none of that happens. I remember the day the buyer clear as day, he says in a deep, silky voice. Arthos Calix of the esteemed Quinty family. He keeps a magnificent collection in his villa at Tectum Carvos, if I may say so myself. The writings of the Lich Armoros are certainly a fair addition to an already burgeoning inventory of holy texts. At any rate, I suggest that you pay him a visit. He is known to be a kindly entertain well-traveled and well-mannered callers such as yourselves. You can also mention me in conversation as an additional guarantee. Athos will certainly be even more motivated to assist you. You thank Xandros and are about to consider your next move when he adds an inquiry. May I ask why you are so interested in these writings? Seeing no harm in divulging at least some of the truth, you tell the demonkin that you and a traveling companion of yours are researching the Litany of Lemures and how it is related to Arx Mortis. Ah, I see, Xandros says knowingly. An intriguing endeavor. I would say that you are on the right track. I've had the pleasure of reading several treatises on the subject, all apocryphal texts. From what I ascertained, Calderum is almost certainly the destination Armoros was trying to reach before he perished. How and where he perished is somewhat of a mystery. There is the Church's version of events, but somehow they do not add up, as I'm sure you have already noticed. And if the litany is such a great tool for combating the adverse effects of the calamity. Why would the Triumvirate obfuscate it and fragment it the way they seemingly did? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? You agree that it does. Unfortunately, the texts he mentioned are not in his possession right now. You thank Xandros nonetheless and think about what to do next. So we will have to go to Tectum Carvos now? Sure enough. I think that means we should probably get back to here, the lost city of Rotluk, and try to take them down. The worms downtown. I like that idea. Let's see here. Leave the fields. Is there any missions to take stuff to Tectum Carvos? It's all back to Torzag Shelter. And some Fort Erebus, which is wild. On the other side of the world. We haven't fixed the Realm Gate, guys. Chill. Okay. I think in that case, we should buy all of their food. Which is not a lot, surprisingly. Can you take stuff to... is, like, anything valuable in Tectum Carvos? Like, I know I was dragging stuff there before to, like, shore up the defenses, but, like, if I wanted to buy Bright Kelp. You can sell Bright Kelp in Tectum Carvos. And chitin, of all things, considering they're worm people out there. Hides, sure. So let's see. If I wanted to buy 120, would change the price a little bit, but not too much. Let's do 90. That's 3 stacks. What about chitin? Chitin doesn't change at 60. How about 100? A little bit. Is there anything else that they make a lot of here? Dyes? Herbs, not a lot. Hide, you could sell. Linen, probably not. Maybe? I guess. Let's take a look. Some old school trading going on here. So these are crafted goods. So let's see. Linen, 6.3. Whoa, you can sell linen for a lot. No, not dyes, though. Don't do dyes. It's a trap. All right, we'll do 3 stacks of linen, and then we'll call it good. I was wondering if I shouldn't buy Skornar some... He's friendly. I could get him some mushroom beer, but I don't remember how much he needs. Can I upgrade Sidarius yet? Rats. Also, we need, like, more insight. We could get him to level 6, but we need a total of 7... I think it's a total of 17... to get him to level 7. Alright, trudge towards the city gates. We're ready to go. No, we're not. We don't have any movement left. I'm a fool. At least I have my housing license, so whenever I leave and come back to the city, I don't actually lose money anymore. Let's send our guys out into the city to get some food, or money. Our dudes, I don't know, I should look up what the statistics are that you use for the in the city check, but our people do a really good job whenever they're working in the city. When they're foraging out in the wasteland, they're like middling at best. But in the city, oh boy, they crit success a lot. Which is kind of nice. Oh, I thought I was done with you guys. That's a big group of worms. Holy cow. I don't think I can lure you guys away. Alright, back to the... alright, we gotta fight our way out of this, I guess. Mount up our dudes. I hate worms, man. They're so annoying. I guess I should have prioritized fighting off the worms more, but still. Oops. Well, that could have been worse. Although a lot of my companions got blasted. We succeeded. We still lost 7 slaves. How is that possible? That's bonkers. All right, my companions are a little wounded, but they're not that bad. All right. There's a crap ton of armored worms, so just start stabbing things. But we should try to... Can we stun the great worm? Immovable and resolute. That's not who I wanted to look at. The great worm. Regeneration, acrobatic, immovable, resolute. Okay. I think we can stun him. And we did. Fantastic. All right, now shoot everybody else. A lot. Sidarius, buff yourself. Let's go for the gas bomb first. We debuffed only one of them. Arcane wards, please. Good dodge. Not as good that time. Armor, thank you. You missed me. Now break this dude's armor. They can't hit Eilani. She's impossible to be hit. All right, kill this worm, please. Do it better. Good lord. I'm remembering why I hate fighting worms so much. There, one worm down. Now shoot this normal worm. Yes, the crit. All right, break this guy's armor now. At least they're bad at aiming. Okay, I take it back. They heard me talking some shit. All right, reload, Garrick. Oh, the Sidarius crits are just as strong as Garrick's crits, and it's pretty sick. All right, throw out the fireball. I do enjoy that that guy does like to waste his turn moving rather than attacking. Oh, man, what was that, like 3 Sidarius crits in that combat? That was pretty dope. All right, thank God we didn't lose any more labor. They're disengaging. We should pursue. All right, we lost another slave. All right, give them time. We did destroy them. I wish destroying the enemy brought back the people that they kidnap. Unless they, like, just straight up eat them, which maybe that's what they are doing. Holy cow, our people got absolutely decimated. And we lost, like, 9 horses, so we don't have any more. This is so dumb. We don't have any more labor to carry stuff. No, I don't want to mount people. Oh, man. Well, there goes all my supplies. Jeebus cripes, game. The roll of the dice is brutal. And now we've lost a crap ton of movement because we don't have working crew anymore. By just a fraction. Because that, not only did we lose a bunch of people, but we lost a crap ton of horses. So, like, the labor is gone, but so was the reason for the labor. And we still ended up on the short end of the stick. Now we're down to 2 days worth of supplies. All right, I don't think we can do the worms anymore because the worms said, "You know what? F you." And we lost the scout too, so he's not able to do anything either. We had tax collectors wanting to go to Torze or Tectum Carvos. Color me surprised. All right, you want to go to Utvarar, Devon, and Mirage. All right, sell all this stuff. Can't shift click anymore? Can't click anything? Oh, it's because I wasn't in the market menu. I'm all out of sorts. Alright, sell all this stuff. At least they have a lot of supplies here, so that's something. They actually had more supplies here and cheaper than it was in Larnak, which is wild. Alright, so let's try and sort things out. We got one slave, and that was the difference. Wild. We would like one scout if we can get away with it. Okay, we did. Thank goodness. Alright, we must talk to this guy. Alright, yeah, I don't think we have the... After that debacle of a battle, we don't have the means to fight the worms in Lost City of Rotluke anymore. We'll have to make, like, a special journey to set that mission up. So let's go find the guy. I assume he's at the forum. Find the villa of Athos Calix, the Quinti, to discuss the writings of Armoros. You learn from some locals that the Quinti villa is up on the rock shelf above the town's underground streets and halls. Sidarius is raring to go, but are you ready for the ascent? Are we gonna fight people? Apparently. Ascend to the surface. After ascending a series of caverns and tunnels, you climb onto the exterior of the rock shell Tectum Carvos occupies. The craggy surface reaches high over the desert sands that stretch out in all directions, much like a mountainous island in the middle of an ocean. This gigantic rising formation is pockmarked by sporadically placed villas, castrum, watchtowers, and even small houses. The sunlight here is almost unbearable, and you begin to sweat and suffer moments after stepping out of the cooler caves, despite the strong wind that blasts the surface. Your team follows a winding path that leads up to the villa of the Quinti. The path leaves the main thoroughfare, tracing the central spine of the rock shell, and meanders for quite a while in one of the most isolated areas of the surface. At least you are protected from the wind, and to a lesser extent, the scorching sun, most of the way, because the rock on both sides of the path rises to form a jagged, twisting forest of stone. Apart from the whistling of the desert wind, nothing breaks the silence up here, which you are becoming more and more aware of. Perhaps it is too quiet indeed. Moderate chance? We failed! It's been a long time since I failed a roll. No! We lost... We lost vitality on Garrick, 2 vitality on all companions, we lost resourcefulness, and we gained weakened. Holy crap. It is a rough go this episode, you guys. At last, you walk up to the plateau upon which the villa is standing, basking in the sunlight. Beyond its high, almost white walls, you can see the rising compound of marble and sandstone buildings. Everything is quiet as you arrive at the gate. You bang on the reinforced doors, the echoes reverberating in the rocky environment, and soon you hear approaching footsteps. "I'll be with you in a moment," an unusually high voice calls out, and moments later, the bar on the inside of the gate is removed, and a smiling man with a thinning dark hair opens the doors. He bows low, and you can see his ill-fitting attire, that of a slave overseer, as well as his bald spot. "May I ask why you have sought out the house of the Quinti?" the man asks you politely, while eyeing Sidarius warily. You explain that you wish to see Athos Calix, his dominus, due to a matter concerning his book collection. The man ponders only briefly before bowing again. "My master will see you presently," he says with a leal smile. "Please, follow me." You enter with your companions and look around the enclosed courtyard, replete with statues, as well as groomed trees to provide shade. As you are heading towards the atrium inside the main building, a nagging feeling takes hold of you. This place is too quiet, even considering how hot and dry the air is outside. You make a note of it to the servant, who turns to you, beads of sweat twinkling on his wide forehead. "Ah, yes," he stammers. "The Dominus, see, he needs all hands for a task inside." Oh my god. "You are lying, worm," Sidarius rasps, stepping forward, and the overseer gulps, eyes going wide. The wind turns and you gag, now smelling an incredibly foul stench, not unlike rotting flesh. Oh my god. At that moment, you hear the twang of a bowstring, and Sidarius is hit by a blackened feather arrow. It bounces off his armor, but several other projectiles fly towards you, one hitting you square in the shoulder. Ow! While others damage your companions. Assailants clad in headscarves and wielding curved swords rush at you from all directions. In the blink of an eye, you are fighting for your lives. Good God! Not so much as a warning. Alright, let's take Eilani out of the rotation. Drop Scornar in there. I think I'm cool with leaving everybody else in. Sidarius has a lot of armor. I think he'll be able to tank some of this stuff. As long as we don't have to fight too many people. Oh, crit for 9. Now the arrows are on the other shoulder. Yeah, suck it, nerd. And you missed me like a fool. A damn fool, some might say. Oh, crap. And you missed me. These guys are a joke. Throw a ward underneath them. Scornar, go ahead and boost Nadir. It's been a while since I've done that. Ouch. He's made of bones. He should have, like, resistance to arrows or something. Alright, that guy at the back is almost dead. Let's try to kill him. Rats! Kill him. Yes. Alright, let's try to... Who's who? Are you this guy? You're this guy. Okay, let's try to kill that guy. We have the best chance to kill him out of anybody. Although now that it's Garrick going instead of Gorgoro, we probably won't be able to. We can flashbang both of them, though. And a crit. Which knocked him back in the initiative, for some reason. Reload. Sidarius, you can't actually do anything, so just bane this man. Shoot him. Oh, you're done, sir. I got burned by the sun and ambushed, and I still kicked your butt. With the initial ambush soundly defeated, you quickly take stock of your environs. The courtyard is empty now, apart from the corpses of your slain assailants. They appear to be Hanjari mercenaries, judging by their attire. The compound is dead quiet again, which, especially following the battle here, makes you absolutely certain that Athos Calyx is either captured, fled, or assassinated. Could he be involved in this ambush? As if reading your thoughts, Sidarius steps next to you.
They are here for us, he growls in a low voice. And there are more of them, the snakes.
You accompany the knight as he walks decisively into the atrium of the main building. The stench of rot is worse now, and when you finally reach the hall, you understand why. Displayed in a gruesome, harrowing fashion, the Calyx family is hanging from the roof of the atrium, their mutilated corpses already in a bad state of decay. Holy crap! Judging from the decorated toga of the largest body, you believe that it is none other than Athos, the head of the family. His wife and 4 children are next to him, as are several other family members. Yikes!
A fate you can avoid, Vagrus, if you give up the undead fellow.
Oh, it's a different person talking. A fate you can avoid, Vagrus, if you give up the undead fellow. A voice from above breaks the heavy silence, and when you look up, you can see a masked assailant through an open section of the atrium's ceiling, standing nonchalantly on the roof.
He's lying,
Sidarius tells you with evil glee, clearly using Sergerad's powers.
He is most certainly going to kill you.
The man hisses and throws a dagger at you with a lightning-fast movement. Having expected such an underhanded attack, Sidarius steps in the path of the projectile, which clangs off his armor and clatters on the marble floor. Right then, another group of assailants breaks cover and swarms the atrium. A great brawl breaks out. Some break away after the initial attack, trying to draw away your fighters. Come, dead man, show me what you are made of! This master assassin yells his challenge over the clamor of battle and leaps off the roof, landing gracefully like a cat, and then running down a corridor. Sidarius does not hesitate for a moment and charges after him before you can stop him. Stick to your companion. Let's follow Sidarius. Vitality on Sidarius. That he was the most wounded out of everybody, so I'm glad he gained health. You run after Sidarius, following the clamor his armor makes down the winding corridors of the villa. You enter a chamber with beautiful carpets and almost immediately assailed by the master assassin. He leaps from the shadows. His curved blade seeks your throat in an impossibly fast slashing attack. At the last moment, however, the blade clashes with steel in a loud ringing sound, and you can see Sidarius standing next to you. There is no doubt in your mind that he saved your life. You kick the assassin away, who backflips. It's like an action movie. Then regains his balance and takes up a fighting stance, eyeing you both over his mask.
I've been looking forward to this, he says. The boredom of waiting for one's prey in assignments like this can build up quite an appetite. Then I see you shall choke on it, knave,
you hear Sidarius growl as he steps in front of you, his longsword held in both hands.
Know that it was Master Vashu who shall send you to your place in the underworld, the assassin snarls. A place of eternal suffering, no doubt.
You realize that the Tarkin is trying to buy time for reinforcements to arrive, so you urge Sidarius to attack without delay. The knight is happy to comply. Another one-on-one duel? Can this guy even harm me? He healed, which is wild, although he buffed himself as well. Cleanse, debuff, cleanse, damage over time. Ooh, 20% damage and act. Does he get to act twice now? Sure does. Yikes. All right, vengeance 2. Dodge. Okay, he can't harm me. Oh, damn, this guy sucks. Okay, he's buffing the crap out of himself, and that is not good. I need a lucky crit from Sidarius. Oh my god, he's gonna... Please crit. He's gonna kill me. There he goes. Oh, he's still alive! Please crit. Yes! He was down to 1 health, and he crit him for 17. The Master Assassin senses his doom at the skeletal hands of the Dark Knight and throws a smoke bomb on the ground. Oh, we didn't even kill him! Before your companion can finish him off with a powerful strike. Once the fumes clear, there is no sign of Vashu, except for the blood Sidarius has drawn all over the marble ground and decorative carpets. Another time then, coward! The knight growls and wipes his two-hander. You notice that the sound of fighting has died down all over the villa and decide to find your companions. You and the knight walk back to the atrium. With everyone accounted for, you decide to search the villa now that the threat is ostensibly gone. Perhaps you can find out what happened to the Quinti, who the assassins were exactly, and see if the text Sidarius is looking for can still be recovered. The group spreads out as best it can. Whoa! We got so much stuff! Supplies, spice, coffee beans, luxury wine, bright kelp, prized carpets, Tarkian carpets, rare jewelry, valuable treasure, crystal lamps, marble statues, exquisite weapon, and a pristine trophy, plus a crap ton of money. Whoa! The assassins must have had no interest in or time to loot the place, for the sheer magnitude of the riches you turn up at the villa boggles the mind. There are supplies from the pantries, luxury items from the chambers, and all sorts of treasures to boot. While the looting is taken care of, you accompany Sidarius to the library to locate the rare copy of Armoros's writings. The search takes half an hour due to the great number of volumes stored in there, but at length the knight growls triumphantly and raises a decorated wooden box in the air. Inside is a collection of newly bound small booklets, scrolls, and parchments containing meticulously transcribed words. Even the stains and the errors are laboriously reproduced, so this is as close to the original as possible. Some of the texts are diaries, letters, and treatises, while the rest are interpretations of early 4th Age imperial religious writings. Here it is! Sidarius points a bony finger at an unfurled scroll. A fragment of the Litany of Lemurs. If there was any doubt that the gods are with us, they must be put to rest. Against all odds, and against the efforts of our foe, I might add, we have found at least a part of the divine text we are looking for. My destiny is beckoning, Vagrus, and you are part of it still. You congratulate the knight on the find and announce that it is time to leave, as other assassins are already on their way. True, Sidarius says and packs up the writings. The unfortunate Quinti were no doubt massacred because of our despicable foe calculated that we would come here. You ask why the Calyx family had to die if it was about catching him and possibly you. I believe that letting someone as connected as the Arthos Calyx alive after witnessing this clandestine group of assassins deal with me would have been too risky for the faction hunting me, Sidarius replies. What surprises me is that they did not destroy the writings, but perhaps they were to take the copy to their employers. It matters little now. We have what we need and should be off. You agree with Sidarius. With the matter of the religious texts and the villa concluded, you gather your team and head to the courtyard to leave. Just as you are about to pass through the open gate, you come face to face with a group of soldiers in dusty uniforms who are standing around the compound's entrance. G'day! Their captain hails you with a roguish grin. Seems to me there's been some altercation here. We will have to take your weapons and check all your stuff that you're carrying around, alright? He's a liar, Sidarius declares, and the man winces. He is the backup to kill us, yet he is too cowardly after having seen what we did to the assassins. The soldiers exchange glances and their leader whistles in admiration. So the cards are now on the table, eh? The captain admits. Yet it seems to me that you are also pretty badly bruised. Surely you don't want to add to that, eh? Tense moments draw out as the soldiers stand poised for battle, their captain eyeing you. What'll it be then? He says with a grin, his hand hovering close to his blade. We could fight them and destroy them. Tell him that Prince Kareem is your friend and ally, which it is. Remind him that it is foolish to threaten a friend of the Hanjari who also practically run the town, or offer him a bribe. I think we just tell him that we're friends with Prince Kareem. The guard pouts upon hearing your warning and then bows his head and leaves without a word, his men in tow. You will waste no more time idling around either. Time is of the essence, and so you take the team down the winding path, into the cool caves, and back to the Comitatus eventually. You are more than glad to finally be back in the safety of the Manzio. Back at the inn, you rest and converse with the crew, while Sedaris disappears into his small quarters to pore over the texts. Come morning, he is already waiting outside your room. He tells you that he is transcribing the fragment of the litany, and he has also found some texts that were either accidentally included in the box or are supplementary at best, as they concern magic. He does not need them, and he hands them over while assuring you that his research is going to be vastly simplified by the find. It is a nice addition to the loot, to say the least. Ah, yes, arcane texts and insight. Perfect. Well, that's a great place to pause the episode. If you guys enjoyed, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.